earlier this year, you had an interview where you said it's addition by subtraction. Um, did you think it would become this big of a deal that you say that you play how you play, Philly look how they
Yeah.
look, like, and everybody blowing that up? Like, what did you think of that when you said that? Did you know it was headed here?
Nah, I didn't. I didn't think it was gonna be as blown up as it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I honestly was just looking like as just motivation. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna finally get the opportunity. You know, like I always felt like I was the guy that like the
Yep.
teams relied on. You know what I'm saying? As that X factor to help get us wins or push us over the top. But I always had the feeling that I could be in that position. And when I the moves that were made and that opening was there, it was just like addition by subtraction because I can fill that void. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be the one to step in
Yep.
and have that same production or impact. And it was just like a mentality approach to it. It wasn't like a still shot at PG and do all that. It was just like I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? I get an opportunity, to be one of the guys that I've always wanted to be. But
Yep.
then media takes it in and runs with it. You got people talking about it, and then Philly starts the way they start. Got people mad at PG for leaving, and then like it just turns into this like Norm versus
Yep.
PG. Norm's playing better than PG right now. The Clippers are better than the Sixers. Right? Like it just turned into this whole crazy thing, and it was just like, nah, like we got like not only myself, but we got other guys who were scratching and clawing as well. We had 4 Hall of Famers on our team. You know what I mean? For 2 seasons,
Right.
and we had to figure out how to make it work. And you got to take a lesser role, and play to help the team win. But now that's not here anymore. Like you got the addition of these other guys and the addition of me to be able to step into a larger role.
No, I like it, man, because I was calling baller vision for a couple I think 2 seasons, and just to watch your evolution just coming off the bench, candidate for six man of the year, coming in and being focal in the offense, right? Being a focal point in the offense over the last 2 years, and now becoming, that guy. I remember, I would say my third year when I kind of stepped into the role like, hey, it's up for grabs. There's 5, 6, 7 more points for me. There's more responsibility. You know, talk about this for you. You know what I mean? This being a year, to be able to show what you can do. And not that it was something that, you've been waiting for this
Mm-hmm.
moment. You can pretty much say 9 years of your career. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
man. Yeah, I think it's just being ready, staying prepared, and continue to have faith and belief. Like in yourself throughout this grind. Like I said, like I've always been the guy that teams like value in terms of like a winning player. That can come in and help, a guy that you can plug and play in situations. And like I've had sparks and moments and stints in my 10-year career where like guys get hurt and now I'm playing for 15 straight games, starting, averaging 20 plus, shooting efficiency, good, everything. But then guys come back and now I'm at the end of the bench and I got to fill that role again. Just being up and down with that. But like I said, I always believed that I could do this, and I always wanted the opportunity, like talking to AJ,
Yeah.
my trainer, that y'all know, it's just like, man, like we used to have conversations in the summer, like I really want to see what it's like when I got the reins, you know what I mean? Like, cause I feel that I can produce,
Yeah.
I can do this. Like I've seen it up close. I've had it in stints and spurts. I've learned, I've watched, the guys in front of me, DeMar, Kyle, Kawhi operate, Dame, CJ, like I've seen how these franchise players and organizations that hold these guys to a high standard operate and approach the game. And I have the same mentality, I have the same approach, I have the same
Mhm.
work ethic, if not more. In some cases, like I want to see what it looks like. But it was just about staying ready and staying prepared and believing in myself through all the ups and downs and just waiting, and having talks with L and Mark when they traded for me, about my value. Like I just came from starting from Portland. I don't really want to come off the bench again. Like I'm trying to keep elevating my career, you know what I'm saying, to
Mhm.
hopefully become one of those guys. And they said it, like we see you as a
Yep.
starter, but like in terms of how our team is configured right now, like we think it's best for you to come off the bench, and be that spark plug and help us in that way because we need firepower off the bench. And me being, I want to win at the end of the day, no matter what what it is. Like I want to win. I want to win championships. I want to win games. I want to be known as a winning player. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes for the team to win. Whether that's me taking a lesser role, me stepping up into a bigger role. Like I'm all about winning, and that's what it is. And with this opportunity here, I told L in the summer, like I'm ready for it. The ups and downs, like you can lean on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm not gonna shy away from everything. Like it's gonna be a learning experience because this is my first time, in the league actually having this leadership role for a full season, and being looked upon. So it's not going to be pretty every single game, every single night. But like, you got somebody that you can lean on is going to continue to put the work in and go out there and try to help this team win.
I know, this year you've been having a kick-ass year, all-star year. I want you to tell everybody, you know, um, why you believe you're all-star
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Hey man, BD, I don't like talking about myself, man.
I know you don't like time. I mean, I could do it for you, but just talk about,
Yeah.
the role you stepped into, where people didn't think, let's say with PG
Hmm.
leaving, right? And Russ not being there as well. And then, the Clippers not being, thought of as a
Yeah.
contender. James Harden saying, I am the
Hmm.
system. You know what I mean? Like, talk through all that and then how you've emerged, as that
Yeah.
counterpart. I think, I want to hear from you, but also the fans want to hear from you, you know, just about your get down,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? And your
Yeah.
approach this year. And,
Yeah. I mean, I think for me, I think I'm an all-star just like you said, like where the team and where they saw us at. Like we was I think second to last in the West. Like they had no belief that we were going to be a good team because we lost PG, we lost Russ, and then the whole Kawhi, being out and being hurt, and then narrative around James. He's not the same player that he was. He's not going to be able to carry a team. Um, that the his best basketball days are behind him, and for me and him to come together, and be the two guys that is leading this team, what I'm saying, on a nightly basis and making sure that we're competitive. That's a testament to who we are as a players. And then just my production as well, from being able to be in a role of six man behind four Hall of Fame guys, still putting up production and points. Um, Last year to stepping in and increasing my averages across the board, being super efficient um, from the field, from the 3-point line, and still being competitive. Like DG said at the beginning, like if we can stay in that top five in the standings, I have a good chance. But just me emerging as a guy that people didn't think would be able to do this in year 10, that like I was just fit in this certain role.
yeah,
Um, I think that's the strongest candidate that my strongest pitch that I have. I'm producing every single night. I'm doing
yeah,
my thing. I'm holding it down against the top dogs, the top teams, and my mentality and approach has always been the same. My work ethic hasn't changed. I think the biggest thing that I've done going into the season, knowing that I'm going to have a bigger role and more pressure and stuff on me from myself, not much external because like I don't really care what media and stuff talking about because they don't really know. But just with myself was just a mental approach. Just like what is my going to be? What is going to be my daily approach to the game? Good days, bad days. Days and games, like, am I going to be somebody that rides the wave? Am I going to be even kill? You know what I'm saying? And going at it the same way. So I put a lot of emphasis on just like the mental part of the game, making sure that my mind is ready night in and night out because I know my body can do it. I stress my body out all summer long, 3 workouts a day, 5 days a week. Going at it 3 weeks on, 1 week off, traveling, still training, still getting it in. So I know my body's up for the grind, but where's my mental going to be? When I go one night, I got 30, 37, and then the next night I got 22 or 15, and I'm shooting five for 19, like I'm like, oh man, like the team needed me tonight, man. Like I can't do this, or it's gonna be like, this happens. Like, how do I get better? How do I improve? How do I still get the best from the team? So that's the biggest thing that I changed going into this season is just making sure that I'm mentally strong no matter what it is, whether I'm playing great for a stretch of games or, I have a few games where, the ball's not going into the basket. How can I still be that leader? How can I still be impactful and keep this team, as one of the top teams in the conference? And I think I've been able to do that so far, even with being out with injuries and things like that, still being in guys' ears, still bringing that competitive fire and grit to the game. But when I'm on the floor, like we're hanging in there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna be competitive every single night. And I think that's what makes me an all-star this year.